What's up, race fans? You're watching Bazinga Autosport. As usual, my name is still Gabe, and you're watching Friday Night Formula. Except this time we're doing it in the Skip Barber, and we're at Homestead, Miami, Road Course B. You may remember we ran this track last season, but we ran the A configuration, which cuts off the turns 3 and 4. This time it's going to be a draft fest in 3 and 4. So we'll have to see how that goes. Qualified in second place, surprisingly, and we're the third car in the field. I don't know if this is the top split, but there's only about 30 people that signed up.
Green, green, green!
Didn't get into first.
You've got wheel damage. Looks like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold your reset button and we'll come and get you.
Well, let's see who clobbered me there. I can't even tell. Cannot tell. Was it you, Julian? Nope. It's further up the field. Yeah, that's the culprit right there. Well, that's not going to make this race very good. Sorry about that, guys. That's why you got to shift into first gear when you start. Let's see what we can make out of this. The leaders are only 25 seconds behind us. Let's try and drive some good laps here. I apologize for the background noise. My cat is making a nuisance of himself. Track really isn't that tricky. You definitely have to be careful with how you get around it. This corner is arguably the most important corner on the course. And we are running 17 laps. And currently in 15th place. Let's see how that works out. We're going to finish 15th, or if not. This is probably the most difficult corner on the track for me right here. Well, we got rear-ended. Let's just try and stay in front of the leaders. See if we can run some consistent lap times here. So it even happens in Formula 2000 in school cars. If you can't get the car started, it's a very dangerous situation. And it's unfortunate because that guy probably picked up damage too. Looked like he was trying to avoid me. Much as I am slightly bitter about it. Qualifying times were pretty slow for what I've seen people capable of running, and my qualifying did not go well. I got no incident points, but I did have a moment into turn 1 where I should have probably had a loss of control. Got a little on the throttle too early. On the throttle too early, coming out of that corner, and had to correct. Which means that you suffer all the way down the front straightaway. There's a couple of freebies, one disconnect and somebody in the pits. Car doesn't have very good manners through that section. Looks like Ben made it out of the pits ahead of me. We'll see if we can catch up to him. Take what is probably now a 13th place away from him. Can't seem to get that one right. And interestingly enough, the leaders battling it out. After 4 laps, are within seconds of one another. We're going to pick up 14th. Can't tell you how important that corner is, and I cannot seem to get it right. And it looks like there's some contact at the front of the field. Missed my braking point. So this shouldn't be too much of a contest here. I think I'm driving quite a bit quicker than this guy is in front of me. It's probably going to take me another 3 laps to reel him in. But once I do reel him in, I should be able to drive right by him, depending on where I catch him. If I catch him on this long straightaway part, or turns 3 and 4, then we run the risk of going side by side down into this turn. And depending on how close the rest of the field is, I might not risk it. I might just hang out behind him for a little bit. Didn't get all the way to the right there. feel like I'm going really slow through there. Well, I think this is going to be my only race here this week, which is unfortunate because of what happened there at the start. Picking up just a little bit less time on the guys in front there. This race seems like it's fairly clean. Oh, big wreck up there in turns 3 and 4. That's going to make things interesting. Take the whole field out. I can't imagine Ben hasn't seen me coming at this point either, but bunch of guys in the pits, at least 3. Leaders are still going strong. Yeah, we've only picked up 1 position and 10 laps to go when we pass the line. And hopefully we'll pick up a few more here, or we'll come out in some traffic.
You've got 10 laps to go.
Reese qualified in 3rd, and he is now shown 1 car in front of Ben. So we qualified with similar times. Maybe we can make this a race. Work with Ben to get up there. That corner felt really nice. Not quite close enough to draft range, so I'm just going to keep it down here on the bottom, like I think you're supposed to. Shortest way around, people. It's down here. So 12th, I think. Come on, second gear. I got a lot less people than I thought it would. That big wreck. And this is really where I did not want to catch Ben. because he'll be able to draft me if I pass him here. And we're just out of draft range. We're going to be close here. Definitely going to sit on it unless he moves over and lets me by. So I have no idea where this fella's braking either.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Problem solved itself. Alright, let's go get Reese. And I'm running exactly the same pace as the leaders, and they have the draft. That's a good feeling. I don't think that I'll be able to get away from Reese unless he makes a mistake. But I know I can catch him. It might take me the rest of the race, too. What are you doing, Gabe? Stay on the bottom. Car has no trouble just hanging out along this white line the whole time, so there's no point in going high unless you've got someone drafting you that's going to pass you, in which case if you want to work together, then you go high, let them by on the bottom, and then draft them, because they're going to pass you faster. They go around on the bottom.
On the right. Go left.
Whoa, dude.
Car right. Clear.
Little aggressive there on the rejoin or the recovery. See how we're going to play this. It's really easy to lose control of the car there. Are you really going to go defensive? Okay. We're just going to do that.
Car right. Still there. Clear.
So is he going to let me go, or is he going to tuck in behind? Looks like he's going to try and tuck in behind.
Car on your left. Stay on the right.
I'll let him go by me here.
Clear.
He seems really weak through this section. This is the second time he's goofed that lineup. Last time, of course, he was recovering from a spin, though. You notice how we actually pulled away from Ben. I think he also made a small mistake. Too tight on exit. Should have loosened the wheel up. Well, that's not good.
car right. Still there. Hold your line. Clear on the right. Left side. Still there. You've got 5 laps to go. Clear.
Nice save. Did it worse than he did there. Okay, so I gotta think strategy here. If I can get this guy thinking that that's what I'm willing to do, then maybe on the last lap I can change it up and get away from him. Maybe I'll make him go to the outside. Or he's going to make me go to the outside here. Okay.
Car on your left.
It's pushing me up just a little bit. It's good to know that works.
Clear on the left.
If I could just get into that section a little bit quicker than he did, I would have a chance to pass him on this straightaway. Should make things much more interesting.
Car right. Keep to the left. Keep to the left. Clear.
Alright, we're going to take the inside line and make him go around the outside like he did to us last lap. And he went way up, and I'm not sure why, because I think he gave up some time there.
Right side. Still there. Keep to the left. Clear on the right. Right side. Still there. Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
That lasted a lot longer than I wanted it to.
Got 2 laps to go.
A lot longer than I wanted it to. Feels like I'm getting a better launch out of almost every corner than he does, but not by much, which is what's making this a battle at the very end, which is great. Very poor exit there. He's a lot more confident than I am going into turn 1. And the key is when you're side by side with someone, you really have to just make slow, deliberate movements on the throttle, on the steering, on the brakes, on everything. Otherwise, you're going to throw the car off balance, and that's all she wrote.
White flag, one more left to go.
Alright, I really haven't had time to think about my defense. So a couple 0X's, we've definitely been rubbing fenders.
Car on your left. Clear on the left. Right side. Stay on the left.
Definitely got a better exit than he did.
Still there.
And that was
Keep to the
intended.
left. Clear.
Take the inside, dude.
Car on your left. Keep to the right.
Force him way down
Still
there.
there. Clear on the left.
Try to get him out of his comfort zone. Whoa!
Left side. Clear on the left.
I'm not gonna.
Go right.
Got upgraded to a 2X. Sorry, Reese.
Yeah, no worries.
Don't want to beat you like that. Fortunately, I was able to slow up.
Yeah, keep the touch so far.
It's definitely been a rough one for me. My gosh. Oh, he overshot the brakes. Alright, let's see if I can time this correctly. Get 9th instead of 10th. Alright, it's go time.
Car right.
Oh, come on! Row faster!
Still there.
Oh, yes!
There's the flag. It's over.
Didn't catch that, Reese. What?
Great job. You did really well.
It's on definitely.
Thanks, mate. Good race. Sorry again for the contact there. Was not my intention. I just kind of lost it and got into you.
Nah, that's cool.
Good race. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. One more in the Friday Night Formula books, and not the best. You hopefully learned what it's like to make sure that you select first gear on the start. Otherwise, you get run over. Now, these cars are slow enough to where, I'm just going to say this for a second, and I'm on a soapbox here, but these cars are slow enough to where if someone doesn't start on the grid, you ought to be able to avoid them, or to see it coming and to avoid them. However, that's not always the case, and I haven't looked at the replay, so Situation may deem that it's an entirely different incident from his point of view. And, of course, I'm the one that made the goofy mistake in the first place, so there you have it. Fortunately, though, we weren't robbed of a completely boring or exciting race. The very end there did have a little bit of drama, a little bit of fender bending, and definitely a nice little come from behind. Nicely timed move by myself, if I do say so. So, I hope you enjoyed all that. Next week, the Skip Barbers are going to Zolder, and I'm looking forward to that immensely because I really enjoy Zolder in this car. Lots of good competition, lots of crazy chicanes, you know the drill. So, hopefully, we will see you then. Thanks for watching, or thanks for riding along with Bazinga Autosport. My name once again is Gabe. Hit like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this on the channel. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.